Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Ashley's Treasure, and today I'm going to do a flip through of the new magazine that I found, the April edition, 1929 Better Homes and Garden. I'm so excited. I haven't even looked through it yet, so it's going to be a first time for all of us. Alright. I only have a little bit of time before I gotta pick up my kid from school, so hopefully I can look through this, but not too long. I have to keep a close eye on it. There is, it is a little bent and beat up a little bit, but it's almost 100 years old if you think about it. In like, what, 6 years? So, yeah, I am super excited. Oh my gosh. Like, I really want to, like, cut things out of here, but at the same time, gosh, I don't know if I'll be able to talk myself into it because of, how old it is. But, like, how cool would it be to cut that out? I don't know. But anyways, let's begin. It was published in Des Moines, Iowa, and I've been there before. I've drove past there. Oh, and there's Norman Rockwell. That's funny because I ended up buying all those covers, magazine covers that they were selling at the White Elephant sale that I went to. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Oh, and the paper, it is very smooth, which I wasn't expecting. Like, gosh, I keep thinking of newspaper, but it doesn't feel like that. It's so much smoother. It's very well pressed. And oh, there is stuff cut out. I didn't know that. I hope they didn't cut too much good stuff out. So yeah, they definitely cut out like a picture here of something. Well, I guess that doesn't make me feel too bad because I wasn't going to cut this up because this is the oldest magazine that I have right now. But now since it's already cut up, I guess it doesn't make me feel so bad. But gosh, 1929, I can't believe that old. It is awesome. Is this for the vehicle? They're selling for $695 and up. Don't you wish that vehicles were that cheap compared to now? Garden law. Gosh, that would even be nice. Just that section, And see, there's like little things like this to cut out. And this is the first Better Home and Garden magazine I got. The other two I got were Good Housekeeping, and one was in the 40s and one was in the 50s. This was 1929, and there is coloring to it. Gosh, isn't she pretty? Washing her clothes. Your dream home brought down to earth. This is the little white fence. Wow, look at these. This actually wouldn't be bad to cut out as like a frame. Cut the picture out and then cut this frame out and use like on a cover, but could use it like this way and then have like an actual photo of like a person or a landscape behind it and have that on a cover. Just then that is nice too. A home. Look at these houses. This garden. Like, it feels thinner than normal printing paper. But it's so pressed. It's different. So smooth. sorry, the furnace is running and it's cold outside. And they just put a new furnace. I had the maintenance here today. That's why I wasn't able to do it till now. That's so cool too. That's would be an awesome frame. But yeah, today was the day that the maintenance came and put a whole new furnace in. So it's quieter than the old one a little bit, but it has like this little whistle to it. I don't know, still adjusting to it. It's only been a few hours. Look at these prints of how the house was laid out. And they're such cute houses too. Oh my gosh, all of these would be great. Teaching children conservation. How cute is that? That'd be great little embellishments right there. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh, look at this little baby. What is that? Is this like a little seat and you attach it to your bike, I think? And she sits and rides along? But look at that sketch of the house. Love that. See, that'd be a great little one too for like a spring journal or garden. This little thing right here, that little, I can make that look like a fake stamp. I like this little design here. There's just so much to experiment with. That's a nice picture. You know, I could use this as like a pocket. Like I would glue down the center, and so it could be a pocket here and a pocket here, so both sides. But I would like, of course, glue it onto like a cardstock or something to strengthen it, and then yeah, have a little as a like pocket. That'd be fun. There's some green in this one. All these homes. Oh, I feel like this lady right here every night. I'm like, all right, it's time to stop playing. It's time for bath time. It feels like me telling my son to take a bath. Oh my gosh. He loves bath time, don't get me wrong. He really does, but he does not want to stop playing. These are mother's methods. Gosh, I love this. And look, you can definitely tell it's 20s. Look at that outfit. The shoes, you know, the hats. For sale, heat leaking house. Oh my. This is so cool. Oh, here's another Listerine commercial or ad. Oh my gosh, look at the bottles that they're in. They look like glass bottles. 200 million germs die in 15 seconds. That's why Listerine full strength is effective against sore throat. Prevent a cold this way. Certainly. Yeah, look at the bottles they had compared to now they got, you know, clear plastic bottles, but it looks glass, like glass old bottles. Crazy. Oh, I love her. Oh, I had those, can't remember what they were. Was it like a bar soap? I had that in one of the other, I think it was in the 50s, Good Housekeeping magazine. Because it was like a picture of that, and then it had that writing like all the way through it. It was interesting. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Look at these little kids. And then, like, I could even cut this out. It has a little embellishment. You know, even this and that. Oh, see that? Oh my gosh. Look at that. There was a photo that looked almost just like that at the sale where I got this. It looked a lot like that. That's crazy. I wonder if that photo on this was the same, came from the same person or not. Makes me curious. Look at the mattresses back then with the spring and everything. Ooh, biscuits. Knox sparkling gelatin. Little ones playing on the floor. We have not got any naps today. Oh, that's nice. Little room layout. I even like these green stripes. I would so use that as little, you know, embellishments. Or in clusters. Ooh, look at this plant. I love that. Even this label right here would be fun to cut out. This little symbol right here to cut out. Goodrich garden hose. This strip with like all these roses. Those would be nice to cut out. This would be nice to cut out. The house. Hard water plus mellows makes soft water. I like that. Oh, here's a crocodile. Gator hide. Mulch paper. Alright. There's a pointing finger. Brain protects your garden. Black leaf 40% nicotine. Nice embellishment too. Wow. Even those are interesting. Just cutting that B out, like some of these fonts. That house. It's like a mansion. Time saver plant support. These are always fun advertising. This is so different compared to the 40s and 50s. Gosh. Ceramic tiles. And that little photo of him, I would so cut that out and make a little stamp out of it. That would look great. There's a little label there. Could make like a big stamp with him, with that hat. This tile work is actually quite nice. And you know, it's black and white, so I could add some distress ink to it and add my own colors. It's interesting. Oh, that's a pest. Feels like, I don't know, this page is thicker. Oh, it's because it's colored. The colored ones are a little bit thicker than the black and white pages. And it's got a little bit of gloss to it. Well, that's a nice frame too, you know. It doesn't have the greatest photo in there, but I could simply cut that out and put a different photo behind it and use this as like a frame for on the cover or anything, really. And that little design right there is cute too. I could punch that out like a circle punch. And then that little, it says something about quilt. You know, I can cut that out and use it as like these that I just got, the Tim Holtz ones, the Curator. I put it in, what did I put it? I put it in this container. All these little things, which are fantastic. Yeah, that's just like that. You know, I could cut them out. And even that part too. Actually, I'd probably add them in there. What's going on, little girl? You're talkative. Yeah, we have not taken a nap. Every time we start taking a nap, loud noises and wakes her up from this, all this stuff going on with the maintenance. Ooh, there's some pretty flowers there. I would so use that. And there's a cat with a peacock feather. Oh my gosh, it's just really interesting art. Space, also drawn by Van Loon for his book Man, the Miracle Maker. Interesting. That'd be a fun little one to cut out. That would be fun to cut out. There's like bird feeders, bird bath, 1929. See the models at your dealers. Hot water. Oh my gosh, all these like machineries that they had back then. It's amazing. What time is it? Okay, I still got some time. Even that would be fun to cut out as like a little, you know, like label. Isn't that interesting? And then like the right around it, it tucks in. Wool blanket. Huh. This heat saver. Oh, wow. And I like these too, how you can like give them your address, mail in. Although I don't think that'll work anymore since it was all the way back in 29. There's more bird feeders, songbirds on your home gardens. Those are pretty. I would cut them out. Ooh, I love these. Those look like lilies. I love this. What does it say? Thrifty recipes. Thrifty recipes. Wow. Now, would that be perfect for a junk journal recipe book? And then look at those flowers. And look at all those bird feeders. Look how pretty those are to cut out. And they're small. I could even make little stamps with those too. I'm trying to keep this in frame. It was really hard to see. Oh my gosh. As little as $37.50 down. Convenient terms, but still numbers to cut out. It's just like all these little things. Oh, this is great. There's like a little pond. $1 American Best Gladiolus prize-winning collection. 5, only 10 cents. Beautiful Japan iris flowers. Goodness. The smartest part of town. Nature protects her own. It's like a bird and its eggs. Oh, there's more cut out here. I wonder what they cut out. They got linen here. Those ladies are beautiful. They're shopping for linen, for towels. Such a wide choice of beautiful, inexpensive Canon towels. There's tomatoes. So maybe it was on the side. And then that's a nice picture too for gardening. These little things, fun to cut out. These triangles down here would even be fun to cut out. These little rows. More flowers. Look at all these. wire spray pump. Gold medal Delias. Oh my gosh, these are so fantastic. I would make like a little tag here or use it for in clusters. All of these. True temper. I love this. Gosh, I love this. I love that font, the 25 cents. General Electric All Steel presents the first all steel refrigerator. Ooh, look at that inside of it. Compared to the ones we have now. Oh my goodness. I wonder how big they really were, because they don't look that big. $215. A new small family model at a very low price of $215. General Electronics. Wow. This is awesome. Plastic wood. Here's the can of plastic wood. Handles like putty, hardens into wood. 1 pound, $1. Or a quarter pound for 35 cents. It's a nice rose there. Gladius. Superior grown bulbs that bloom. See, that's a really cool font too. Someone's getting antsy. Say, we're tired. We haven't slept. See, every time we go to sleep, we get woken up. But that's okay. Spring air. It's a nice silverware. That's a nice frame too. Gosh, these are always the most fun. All these little things to cut out from the advertising. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Let go, let go, let go. Oh, your quick little ninja fingers. Oh, she wrinkled it a little. You're so fast. I can't keep up with you. Oh, Sandy flush. Put it down your toilet. Helps clean your toilet. No, sweetie. That's not for you. You got your toy. I know, you want to join in too. But you're too rough. Yeah, you're so rough on the pages. Look at this little one to cut out. And this as well. So were you by lawn and garden supplies. Gosh, this is so cool. Oh, there's a little piece right here cut out too. Savage washer and dryer. Cooler and cooler plumbing. Trying to see. Must have been something here that they cut out. This is nice. Valuable books. Beautify your home. Get this valuable book to beautify your home. Only 10 cents. It's got trimmings. And then there's like another bed frame. The springs, or mattress I mean. There's a little part to cut out too. There's a tiny piece. Oh my goodness. Water bucket slavery ended with running water for only $70. Fairbanks More home water systems. That kind of looks like a stamp too. And I even could like cut this part out and make it look like a stamp. A postage stamp. No, sweetie. There's some gardening that looks like a basket of apples, maybe? Burpee Seeds grows. Philadelphia series mower. Compared to now, oh my gosh. Although they still work really great, to be honest. I was trying to figure out, oh, there's some like, are those supposed to be birds? I don't know. Oh, the sunflower. The garden clinic. Share their happiness. That's actually pretty cute, like to fussy cut that out and have it like on top of the page, and then you can tuck underneath it as like a little pocket. Even that P would be fun to cut out. The best cleanup week lasts 365 days. American sheet steel. Apollo steel sheets. This would be great for garden journals. Old English wax. Pin money. Paste and liquid polish to polish all that. Oh my. Oh, there's Goodyear. Oh my. Lawn hose. The finest hose you can buy. I like all these different flowers that they're trying to sell. There's clothespins. And like a dog's like pulling on it. It shows how strong. Bulldog. Isn't that cute? A water lily pool. Homes where folks live. These are so awesome. Oh, look at the car. The new Nash 400 leads the world in motor car value. Twin ignition motor. Equipped with everything at no extra cost. Wow, that does look quite luxurious. Gosh, all of these are so amazing. Like, they really have a lot per page. Like, under other ones, like, there's some of them that would be, like, just advertising one thing on one whole page. But this, not really. There's just, you know, the small sections. Which I kind of like more, I think. I don't know, I like both. The children's pleasure chest. Must have, like, a children's story, maybe. $5,000 O-Cedar contest. 5 minutes of your time may mean a beautiful new car for you. 5,000 O-Cedar contest. $1,000 cash first prize buys a smart new sedan. 500 cash second prize buys a Support Roadster, and $250 cash third prize buys tires and gasoline. Huh. Oh, somebody, looks like a kid. Robin Redbreast, framed with fragrant apple blossoms, makes a perfect scene. Let's see if coloring this picture won't add to its beauty. It doesn't say who colored it though. Oh, it was actually a picture, and so whoever owned this, a kid actually colored it themselves. Because you can see the pink on the side of that photo. They were trying out the colors. So these are like old crayons. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. They actually did a really good job, like, for a kid, you know. Did some black there and brown, and then the robin's breast, you know, and the leaves and the flowers. Like, they were choosing really good colors. This is awesome. My books. Protect plants from frost. Oh, I know, Sweet Pea. Quickest growing flower known from this to this. From queer bulb to this blooming house beauty. Needs no soil, only 10 cents. Superb fragrance. Alright, my phone actually cut off on me, and this is actually the next day, because I had to go pick up my son anyways, but we're on the last few pages. You might hear some noises because there's some guys working outside, and little ones on the floor playing. But yes, all these little advertising. There's Walsh Garden tractors. I thought this was funny. I have to use this part for my Peter Rabbit journal because look, McGregor's monthly blooming, 6 roses for 50 cents, because the farmer in the Peter Rabbit's book name is McGregor's. So I'm like, what is the chance of that? So I'm definitely gonna have to use this. But yeah, this was the next page, right? Or no, this is where it cut off. Yeah, because I was reading this. Garden and home information. There's a little seagull here to cut out. Oh, I was reading this. This was really interesting. It says, "Dear Sir and Madame, where do you live? Pardon this question, but June is coming, and California's June is different from Maine's. That is why the most brilliantly colored Otis fabric are often chosen in the South. Less bright but not less lovely ones in the North. But whether you live in Florida, Montana, or in between, there's yet another reason for choosing carefully. The Otis design are woven into the fabric, not printed or painted on it, which means since Otis awning fabric lasts for so long, you had best chosen one you'll continue to like summer after summer. So we ask, where do you live? So much to do with selecting the right Otis design. There are so many that the certainty of finding what you want is something to look forward to. We suggest that you use the coupon for descriptions in a sample and see the nearest awning who handles Otis fabrics. I wish I could have samples of it. Do you think I could mail this in? I highly doubt it. But I thought that was cute. 8 rose bushes, sure blooming for $1. Just all of these flowers are gonna be fun. There was like another coupon like cut out right here. 8 evergreens for $1.10. This is cool. This is like a swing, but like a make it look like a plane. And it looks like you could have like more than one kid on it. Like, look how fun that looks. Different sprinklers. But yeah, I thought that was funny. I'll have to use that part. That'd be a cool part to cut out. 7 3-year evergreens for $1. Jeez, oh Pete. Of course, this one doesn't have any necessarily fashion besides, like, you know, the fabric there that I was reading, because it's mostly all garden. Oh, this one's stapled straight in too, just like the other ones. Send no money for Silver Lake chicks. Poultry Tribune. Race chinchilla and New Zealand white fur rabbits. Squab book free. Boys Big Book and colors. Make money raising squabs. Oh my. There's the index. Across the editor's desk. That's beautiful. Ah. Yeah, I was almost at the end and then that's when it cut off on me. That'd be a nice little thing to cut out too. But yeah, isn't it great? I absolutely love it. I'm so glad I found it. It's funny too, I can't believe no one snatched this because it was just sitting there on a table practically all by itself. There's like a few other things but way off, but like this section of the table, it was just wide open, just sitting there, and I like literally just like grabbed it and I saw Better Homes Gone, and I don't think I even really completely saw the year, and then I grabbed the Norman Rockwell covers and put that on top, and I would not let go of it. I was hanging on to it the whole time until I was cashing out. I was so excited. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I absolutely love this magazine. I wasn't going to cut into it, but now seeing like other sections were cut out, it makes me not feel so nervous of cutting it out because of being the oldest one, but I absolutely love it. Anyways, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye!